Hello, this is State Senator Dale Ryder. Today is Wednesday, March 18th, and I'm speaking to you from my office in the Illinois State Capitol. A little bit earlier today, Governor Pat Quinn gave his first budget address. He spoke for approximately half an hour and laid out several items for lawmakers to discuss. There were two items specifically that I found very interesting in what the governor had to say, and I'm interested in these proposals. The first was the governor put on the plate a very ambitious pension reform proposal. He deserves credit for putting that issue on the table and making sure that it receives a substantive discussion here in 2009. Additionally, I was very interested in the governor's thoughts on the potential consolidation of state agencies. Wherever possible, we should look to provide greater efficiency in the way we spend the taxpayers' dollars when it comes to providing services. There were, however, four major areas of the governor's budget proposal that caused me great concern, and they are as follows. The first, the governor is suggesting the largest single tax increase in Illinois history in the worst Illinois economy in a generation. As we all know, consumer spending drives the economy. And what the governor suggested today is that we give consumers less money to spend, thereby further stagnating the Illinois economy. We need more jobs, not fewer jobs. Second, the governor proposed today almost $300 million in tax increases on employers. Illinois, unfortunately, carries the distinction of being one of only 5 states in the entire country that has fewer jobs today than we did in 2003. Raising taxes on employers is a recipe for more job loss, not the job growth that we and Illinois families need. Third, the governor suggested yet another diversion of pension payments. In 2005, former Governor Rod Blagojevich and the Democrat majority rated the pensions for $2.3 billion, a move that will cost taxpayers $30 to $40 billion in additional payments over the next 40 years. Governor Quinn has suggested a similar proposal, except unfortunately, it's even larger. His proposal would be for $3.2 billion in pension diversions over the next 2 years. This is something simply that we cannot do. Finally, Governor Quinn did not mention anything, not one word, about the most troubling part of the Illinois budget, and that is the unsustainable rate of growth in Illinois' Medicaid budget. Right now, Medicaid takes approximately 30% of all general revenue funds. If it continues at its current rate, it will take 60% in a little over 20 years. If that happens, we won't be talking about budget increases in any other area that's important to us. We'll be simply talking about how much more to cut from all these areas. Medicaid reform is a priority. Now, the governor challenged lawmakers today, if they were not in favor of a major tax increase as a first instinct to solve our problems, what should we do? And I think that's a fair challenge. This is what I think we should do. First, we should recognize that it took us over 6 years to get into this problem, and we need not try to solve it in 12 months. Remember former Governor Jim Edgar, when he came into office in 1991, inherited a large budget deficit as well. Governor Edgar and the General Assembly took 4 years to work themselves out of that budget deficit. We should take a similar approach. Second, we should reform major areas of the budget, most importantly Medicaid. Adopting a more fully developed managed care system within Illinois' Medicaid program will save taxpayers over $1 billion a year once it is implemented. Second, we should look for areas in the budget where we can cut or eliminate wasteful spending. We know over the last 6 years many programs have been created. A number of them are duplicitous. We don't need 2 or 3 programs doing the same thing when one will do, and we should look for those areas. Also, we should look for areas where we can limit spending growth, particularly in non-essential areas. Those areas exist in the state budget, and we should find those. Raising taxes should never be government's first priority. It should always be an option of last resort. In the end, what will make Illinois families prosper, what will make Illinois government tax revenues robust, will be a growing economy. What the governor laid out today is not a recipe for a growing economy. It is a recipe for further economic stagnation. I think we can do better. I look forward to hearing from you and discussing with the governor and members of both political parties how we get that done for fiscal year 2010 and beyond. Thank you and have a great day.